Welcome everyone. How you doing tonight? Sunday night. Sunday night in Seattle. I'm going to be doing a landscape here with a pretty big mountain here. Kind of up late tonight. This is oil paint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably work my way down, and then I'll do the sky. Sky last. Then I'll put the highlights on this mountain. I'll kind of put some of them in right now with a little bit of white on my brush. Just a bit of white. Ah, just to kind of get the color in here that I want for my highlights. And I'll come back to them in a little bit. But this kind of helps me know where the light is coming from the left over here. I'm just putting a little bit on just to keep myself in check so I know, like I said, where the light is coming from the left today. All right. That's going to be, is this in focus? It's pretty much how the mountain's going to look. Thanks for watching, everyone. What this I'm going to put just a bunch of hills in here. Then there's going to be trees down here at the bottom, a big bunch of clouds and a blue sky. I'm using oil paint, but I'm not using linseed oil because I'm doing it on mixed it's mixed media paper, so I'm just using paint thinner. To thin my oil down for this first layer of paint. This is going to be my undertone. How's everybody doing today? Did you have a good Memorial Day? Actually, that's tomorrow, right? It was Memorial Day weekend, though. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. So let's see. This is going to be, I'm going to have a kind of a hill in the front here. And then I'm going to have another little hill down here. Dark. There we go. That looks all right. Just some extra hills in there. My palette is just a mess. So I had to put my white on a separate piece of paper because I don't want to contaminate. So I got a new bed yesterday, and I was actually able to try it out last night, and it works pretty good. I'm so happy with it. So I got a good night's sleep last night. There we go. So just a bunch of hills. I'm going to have some trees down here and all in down in here. This will be flat ground down here. All right. That's going to have to work. You know, I've been using acrylic for the last year and a half, guys, on YouTube. So I just recently went back to oil. If you're new to the channel. So the oil paint looks a lot better, I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm trying to master the acrylic. I've been trying to master the acrylic paint for the last year and a half. I think I did pretty good. I learned a lot because I've been an oil painter. That's going to be flat ground down here. Then there's going to be trees all down in here. It's looking pretty good so far. What's cool about oil paint, I mean, you can work on I could come back to different sections and paint will still be wet for you, you know. With acrylic paint, you had to, like, if you were gonna try and blend something, you better do it pretty quick because it's gonna dry up on you. You won't be able to blend it. I need a little more burnt umber here. So the paint I'm using Georgian oils. I like that. Okay. I got one person watching. What, is everybody sleeping already? I guess I'm going to have to turn my phone on because I can't get the chat room to work on this device I'm using right here. So I'm going to have to log into this and join on my phone because I was on last night. I couldn't read anybody's chats. Something wrong with the chat function on my end. All right. Yeah, see, we got people chatting. Job Pro. Joe Pro. Thank you. Your art is super good. Thank you. You've never seen my oil paints, though. Well, if you watched my videos, you did, but I don't think anybody goes back and watches my original videos from 3 years ago. They're pretty funny when I first started out. I don't have the microphone in tonight because I'm charging my iPad, but I'll try and talk a little louder. So on my sky, I'm gonna do the sky next. I'll do these trees here in a little bit. These trees are easy. The sky's gonna take some time to do because I'm doing some clouds. I'm using white, gray, and this. I made some plum violet. Have you ever heard of plum violet? It's a lot of the old used to use that plum violet in their clouds. It looks really good. It's like a flat purple color. It's hard to explain. Almost like mauve or like pastel looking. So yeah, I haven't been on for the last 3 weeks because I hurt my back, and I got a new bed yesterday, so it's really helped out. And yesterday I painted for a little bit, and man, my back was on fire. And today I've been painting pretty much all day, and my shoulder's not even hurting yet. So I think I'm on the mend. The other reason is I go in a morning at 3 in the morning for work, and they didn't have me on until tomorrow, so I don't have to go to bed tonight. So I'll show you a cool way to do your sky. Uh, I hear myself talking back here. So I know I'm going to have like some clouds right in here and coming all around here. And up here. It's all going to be clouds down here. Then I'm going to have a cloud over here, maybe one up here. This will all be clouds, so all I got to do is put them in here, okay? I'm going to mix a blue up with a light blue. This is, I think it's phthalo blue. Really light. And then I'm going to put a little sap green in it and make it like, what the sap green does, it flattens it a bit. I notice if you look at a lot of landscapes from the 1800s, they use this color for the sky. It's almost like a greenish blue. See that? I'm trying to make this look like an old painting. So I know you'll see a lot of artists out there. They'll put blue in their sky, and then they'll put the clouds on top of the blue. But this this is the right way to do it. So I already determined where my clouds are going, so I'm just going to put the color of the sky where I need it. Put the top of the shapes of the clouds in there, see? There you get a sense of where all the clouds are going to be. And look at that color. Doesn't that look cool? It's not a bright blue. It's not green. It's like, it already looks like an old style painting to me. So now I'm going to put all the white in now. I'm using Gamblin. Gamblin's out of Portland. It's their oil is safe. It's I forget what their saying is, but it's environmentally safe paint, believe it or not. So I'm just going to put, there's a little blue on my brush, but I don't, if I put the white on there totally white, you're not going to be able to see it. So it's okay to have it doesn't have to be perfectly white. If I'm going to put that plum violet for the shading in it, now it looks really good. This just so far I've used this filbert brush for the whole painting bar. I don't think I'm going to need another brush until I maybe put some birds in at the end. There's that's a cool way to do your sky. You don't want to, if you're using oil, you don't want to like put blue on the whole sky and try and put clouds over the top of wet paint. That's like impossible. But there's a lot of styles out there that do that, like Bob Ross. The Bob Ross style, he'll have you paint the whole sky one color, and then you could trying to put your clouds on top. It's the wet paint. It's almost impossible. So it's a good idea to know where you want your clouds beforehand. That's why if you're an artist and you go out, some people like the plain art. They take their oil paints out into nature and they paint outdoors on a line. You This is the way they would do it. You know, they're not going to put blue underneath their clouds if they don't need it. You know. But that's the way I used to paint anyway. So I've progressed in the last 3 years. So you can go. You'll probably if you go, you'll probably find some videos of me where I used to do that because I didn't know where my clouds were going to be. So I just made the whole sky colors. But I mean, there is a way to paint clouds over a wet sky. You just gotta know how to do it. This is just a lot easier. Most of the times now, I always have clouds over the mountains because it just makes the mountains pop a little more, stand out more. Look at this. A landscape in 30 minutes. I don't know what happened. About 6 months ago when I used to go live a lot, I used to get like 30 people in here. I don't know what happened to everybody. They all moved on. All right, let's put in some. We're gonna put in some plum violet now. Really work those clouds. Basically, it's just like in place of gray. You know, let's put some plum violet here and there. Then I'll work it in with the gray. Really nice. It adds a little color to the cloud, so it's just not white and gray. some over here. Let's see. This is going to be back here. So my light, the sunlight's over here left. So, all right, now I'll grab some gray. And it's not dark enough. There we go. Cool. Now I'm gonna work on my clouds now with bright white and try and get some layering going on here. And hope my back doesn't start hurting. Do 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 do. There we go. See how they're coming out fluffy looking? Fluff clouds. When you got a bed like that, you gotta have some cool looking clouds in there, or no one's gonna buy this. So you wanna spend some time, guy, if you got like a lot. All right, I'll come back to them. That looks good enough for now. I want to put the trees in now. The trees are going to be sap green with a little black in it. Same thing, I'm going to use the same brush. I've used the same brush for the whole painting. So my sap green, I just add just a touch of black to it. Might be too dark. I'm going to clean the brush out. There we go. Trees. I think I'll have some over here and some right in here. There's going to be some behind this hill here. I want these to be separate though here. Like I want a group down here and a group here. I'm going to call these maybe apple trees. Pretty cool. Put some right behind this hill though. There we go. Doesn't that look cool? Kind of reminded me of an older type painting. That's where I got that color from. I was checking out some old landscapes from the 1800s. Then they had to mix their own paint, so every artist had their own colors. They were unique to each artist. That's why Van, you know, you look at some of his paintings, they all kind of the same blue, green in them, you know, because he had to mix his own colors. This is pretty cool. So I'm going to finally switch brushes now to a smaller filbert brush. If I can find it. There it is. For one. No. Flat court plano cordo. So number 2. I'm using, I used to use Mars Black. Now I'm using Lamp Black. For, we'll put some shadows down here real quick. And then I'll blend them in a second. But so this is Lamp Black. I started liking this Lamp Black rather than Mars Black. Because this black, so I think it's a lot darker than Mars. That looks pretty good. You gotta have the shadows in there. It's not gonna look right. Wow. Thanks for all the likes, everyone. 4 likes. I appreciate that. I've made 2 highlights. When I do a live, you can hit this button every 5 minutes, and it makes a highlight of your last 5 minutes. So I can extra videos, like 5-minute videos instead of 1 long hour video. Makes it easier for me, and I don't have to splice up, download my live and then cut it up. I gotta take this jacket off here. Ruben, hey. Oh, let me put the, I think I can, hold on. I didn't see you in there earlier, so I didn't think you were in there. There you go. I had to charge my iPad. It was low on juice. There you go. Now you turn your phone down. You could probably hear it now. All right, I'm going to highlight these trees now. My light's coming from the left, so I need a little more yellow in there. There we go. They're pretty cool looking trees, huh? These are apple trees. When I grew up in Chicago, we had an apple tree in the backyard, and the whole neighborhood would give them apples, and they would all bake apple pies and stuff like that. So we had a lot of pie. I really like those, I like the way the trees came out. I'll put a little grass in here. I have to lighten it up though. It's gonna have to be yellow ochre. Wow, looks like good, nice grass right there. I was trying to make dirt hills, but I think it needed that little grass. I think it needs grass around all the trees. Let's do that. Just a little hint of grass. Yeah. It's like a literal, just in the middle of a desert or something. I gotta find a spot here to make me some running water. That looks so cool. I'm glad I thought of that. I kind of like the way this is looking. Let me get my big brush here. I might make this like step up. I don't know if I can do it. This is what I like about oil paint. You can blend it. So yeah, looks like it's starting to plat up there. Perfect. I'm really happy with this one. It looks like an old master landscape. I'm not even done with the mountain yet. Oh man. I just threw that color up there to make it the way the light was coming from. Uh, yeah, I guess I have to finish it. But see how cool that plum purple looks, that plum violet? I noticed a lot of old landscapes from the late 1800s, they used that color for the clouds. Yeah, I know, it adds that extra color. It's having a white and gray cloud. Well, you're seeing oil painting here, Ruben. I finally broke the oil paint out because the landscapes just end up looking so much better. I think it's actually easier to paint with oil paint. Well, I was really trying to really conquer acrylic paint because the problem I had with the acrylic, I was it was too dark. The color, like the green I would use, is it's easier to lighten up this oil paint. Like I can put white into it and it won't kill the color like acrylic paint. You put too much white in it, it really messes with the color. Yeah, we're there for everything. I never used to do these trees here. If this was like 3 years, it would have been evergreen trees. But now I like these trees. All right, I got to finish my big mountain up there. Ba da da ba 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 da da ba da da. Wow. I really like that. I kind of overdid it, but I still like it. Is that the red? No. Needs to be darker. There we go. Now it's too dark. Pretty cool. To get the small brush out now. So this Friday, Lisa and I were heading to Portland, Oregon. We got some shows out there. I'm sure we'll go live. We're playing at a few wineries out there, or vineyards. One is called the Bjornson Vineyards. Right on. Bjornson Vineyards. I'll put a bale of hay out there. Maybe they have, maybe there's a farm nearby. Let's see if I can do a bale of hay. I think that's what I remember seeing. It's been so long. Let's see what you said locally. Do they only sell locally? I mean, if they... No, they sell all over the world. You talking about the wine we were going to? Yeah, they're world famous, I think. They were on some lifestyle show once, and they were in a lot of magazines. Lisa's really good friends with both of them. They, the husband and wife that own it, they both they met in college. Or no, they went to college to get their degree in wine. So they actually went to school for that. That's not your eyes, that's my camera. Wow, there it goes. Let's see, I'll put some sunlight out here. If you want it, here it is, I can get it. Better hurry, 'cause it might not last. There we go. Hey, Ruben, I got a brand new bed yesterday. That's why I didn't paint much yesterday. I was kind of resting my back. I had to set up the whole bed. I had to get rid of my old one, and I slept pretty good last night. Yeah, that's the firm with memory. It's a memory pad. I like how it goes back. It goes back into its original shape after you like sit on it. Yeah, the mattress I just got rid of. I had since I moved here to Seattle, so it's 12 years old. I mean, it was still good. It wasn't good enough. Yeah, I hear you. All right, that's cool. Hey, guess what, Ruben? I don't know what time you came in, But I went to Michael's earlier to see what time I was going tomorrow. And they don't even have me on the schedule for tomorrow, so I don't have to get up at 2:30 in the morning to go to work at 3. Because usually I'd be already in bed on Monday night. Yeah. Well, they know I work hard, but I took some time off my back heel, so they're do their time cards. It's all computerized, so if I wasn't on the time card for the last 2 weeks, it'll automatically do the same thing for the next 2 weeks. And it won't put you on there unless you ask. So I'm gonna go down there tomorrow and manager to at least give me one day this week. Because I'm not on the schedule till next Monday. Yeah. Yeah, for Michael's job. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get ready to go to bed now. Put a bunch of birds in there. Well, I really had fun doing this one. Well, there. A little bonus video tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, tonight. I know it's late. It's late here in Seattle. It's 11:30. Yeah, what time is it where you're at, Ruben? 1:30, I bet. 30, yeah. I'd be going to work in an hour. So since I'm off tomorrow, I'll probably get up and do a coffee session. early morning landscape. Well, I think oil is going to be back to stay. I only use the acrylic on like the pop art stuff. There you go. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.